Good morning. You can see those low clouds at our Storm Team Skycam network in Fargo. That's some of those clouds producing that light snow that we've had here in Fargo. Very, very light here this morning. Not compared to the Northern Valley that had a little bit more snow last night. It's really started to dwindle, but be aware that you might see a few snowflakes as you're out driving around, and some of those roads are going to have a fresh coating of snow. And on top of that, those temperatures are dropping below freezing. After melting happened yesterday, we had a lot of ponding and that slush. That's all freezing back over, so it's going to get slick again in some spots. And then add that snow on top of that, and we're looking at some conditions that are going to be kind of slow going today for some. And you can see over the last 6 hours on our loop here that snow is really dwindled. It's really starting to wind down. So we're looking at some lesser amounts of snow here in the Southern Valley and over toward the east here this morning. But still be aware that that will be an issue for us today. We could see a few of those flakes flying around. Expanding the view, you can see that things are quiet over to Minnesota. Relatively speaking, there are probably some areas of flurry activity there too, and western South Dakota seeing some snow north of Rapid City. Our temperatures 26 degrees in Fargo. Not bad to start. But we are looking to the north and west where that cold air is moving into first. And you could see some changes have already started happening there. We're at 3 degrees in Langdon and Grand Forks. We're at 13. And eventually Fargo will see our temperatures drop. And same thing for other places that are still looking pretty mild here this morning. So that will continue as that colder air moves in. Our wind chills will be dropping down below zero. And some of us already feeling that wind chill. Again, Langdon, the colder area. And that's where we're at 19 below for wind chill factor. Wind speeds are pretty strong. In fact, we've got a report of 49 miles per hour for a gust in Grand Forks, 36 in Hallock, and 28 in Langdon. Fargo has a steady speed of 21. So some strong north winds, really going to be pretty biting today. And it's going to be making things colder, not just the temperature, but making us feel colder too. And our visibility is lower in areas because of that light snow and snow getting blown around thanks to that wind. It's at 1.5 miles in Hallock, and in Grand Forks, we're at about 3 miles out at the airport there. So lower visibility at times, especially in those open areas. So this morning, still some spotty snow showers to start off. Those will continue to wind down. And as we get into the 9 o'clock hour, really starting to dip. Those temperatures dropping into the single digits across much of the Northern Valley and Southern Valley, seeing that starting to happen with that cloud cover still hanging around in the south and up north for some. But that should start to clear here as we get into the afternoon. And again, those temperatures just continue to drop with those stronger winds gradually easing up for tonight. But it's going to take a while. So it's going to be just a raw day here for your Thursday. So basically, we're seeing those numbers sliding below zero as we get into the late night hours tonight. We'll watch that happen, especially in the Northern Valley first, and then into the Southern Valley, we'll have some sub-zero temperatures to start off the day tomorrow. So looking rather cold to start. But we also have that wind switching direction out of the southwest coming up for tomorrow, even in the morning hours. And that's going to help us out. It's going to start to bring back in that warmer air, and temperatures will make a nice recovery from that blast we'll be dealing with today. So by noon, back into the teens, maybe not quite the 30s that we got yesterday, but still pretty mild in comparison to some of our recent days. Some teens up to the north, and in the south looking at some 20s for your highs tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, becoming a little bit more partly cloudy as we get into the evening hours for tomorrow night. So your photo today, a winter wonderland in Carlstadt, Minnesota. Thanks, Susan, for sharing your photo of that wintry scene. And we've had some really great ones so far this season, and we'll continue to get some wintry scenes coming in with more snow on the way in the extended planner. Tomorrow, again, warming up. Saturday looks pretty good, a high of 26 degrees. That's probably your better day of the weekend to get outdoors if you're thinking about that. And then into Sunday, that's our next chance for some snow. We could see a few inches of snow with that one coming into the valley. It's one to keep an eye on, and we'll be cooling down in the wake of that again. Hopefully to see those temperatures come right back up as we get into next week. Might take a little while, but it's better than, I guess, below zero like some days we've had this winter.
Good point. All right. Thank you, Lisa.
Coming up next here on The Valley today, why the state you live in makes a difference in whether or not you have to give back an engagement ring.